Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your December 1st to the 15th, 2020 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as you enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Cancer. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 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 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Fantastic. Let's see what your chakra energy has to say. Gemini, Cancer, there we go. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, wow, okay. These four. So we have relationships with the sacral chakra. Grounding with the root chakra, not the root chakra, the earth star chakra. But it's rooting yourself, so that's really quite brilliant. Communication, the throat chakra. And truth, the throat chakra again. And we'll get to these in just a moment as we see what the tarot has to say. The left-hand side is your inner self. The middle is your heart, your emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Tower, the Page of Cups, which is you coming through as a student, Justice, which is Libra energy, time frame September 23rd to October 22nd. You have the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Seven of Pentacles. The Death card, Scorpio energy, time frame October 23rd to November 21st. You have the King of Pentacles. Whenever I have the King and the Queen from the same deck in the same reading, from the same deck, from the same deck of the same suit in the reading, it's a soulmate connection, a true love connection. It's a powerful, prosperous connection, and your heart is really aligned with prosperity during this time. We have the High Priestess. Let's move this over here. Maybe that's better. We have the Lovers, Gemini energy, coming through May 21st to June 20th. The Sun and the Magician. Oh, that's glorious. Okay. So we have relationships. We have the Sacral Chakra, the Earth Star Chakra, and then the Throat Chakra coming through. Relationships. Now, we have the Lovers coming in with the High Priestess crowning. And so during this time, and the Magician. So this is a time where externally, okay, in the external, in the public arena, you are deeply connected to your magical self. Now, I see the magical self. Now, it can be conjuring magic if that's what you believe in. But I see the magical self, and I'm so excited here, as, this sacred power, but it's the God's head within you. And so you have it here with the Magician, standing before your altar. You have it here with the High Priestess, the veil lifted from your eyes. And it's like, this is my grace. This is my truth. This is how I walk. The only place where you don't have this pairing, here you have the sacred pairing, like the sacred masculine, the sacred feminine in its form of spirituality coming in. Here you have it in its form of prosperity. You don't have the pairing only in the inner self. So in the inner self, you're looking at a lot of things. There's a change that's coming forward. And this is where you're calling on your sacral chakra. This is where you're calling on your relationships with yourself, with what you desire, with what you need from life, from past life experiences that come in and kind of blindside us during this life, from what we've inherited through our DNA line. This is the way it's always been. This is how we always are. And you're sitting there and you're seeing yourself moving forward in a way that needs to be, not in other people's truths, not even in your past life truth. You're moving forward in your present truth, in your powerful truth, and in the essence of yourself. You're falling in love. You're falling in love with life again. You're falling in love with yourself. You're falling in love with the people around you. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be sensual love. Okay? The Greeks had 3 words for love. There was the erotic love, okay? There's the familiar love, the family love, and there was the agape love, the sacred love, and the love that Christ is said to have had for all of humanity. And so here, it's falling in love again. And it's looking at the different forms of love, the love of community, the love between lovers, the love between, siblings and parents, and that we have all throughout our lives. They change. And yet our world during this time, right now, we really focus on the sensual love. And here it's like, no, there's so many more relationships that are profound and that are brilliant and that are deep that you need to be calling into your life, because it builds you up. Oh, Cancer, it builds you up like nobody's business, and it grounds you. You are grounded in love. You are a sign that deeply needs to be grounded in love, grounded in your truth of love. And this is the Earth Star Chakra. This is what you're setting your roots in. This is who you are. You're saying, this is who I am. This is me. And it's empowering and it's beautiful. And it's so much more than you imagined. And it brings you here to communication. Now, during this time, you don't have any swords, which is brilliant. But during this time, well, so far, we'll go deeper. Your communication is so important. But it's not only the communication that you do with others, okay? The way you communicate yourself to others. It's the way you communicate with you. It's going to open up doors. It's going to have you see things more openly, more honestly, more truthfully than you had wanted to. And it makes you a student. It makes you a student of your heart, of what you desire, of what you need, of how you're moving forward. And it's taking you to the next level. It's one of your superpowers. And during this time, as you communicate, and as divinity communicates that change to you, all right, you see here within your heart, it's like, embrace the stability, embrace the patience, embrace the power forward, because that leads you to what you truly love. And there's something here that's pushing you out of your comfort zone. And you're communicating not only with yourself, but with everybody around you. And so you're seeing things not on just one level, but so much deeper than so many people. And so here, you need to embrace your truth. You cannot live somebody else's truth. You cannot live somebody else's ideas or ideals. You have to embrace and need to embrace your truth, your balance, your understanding of self and of soul and of what you need to move you forward. And as you do so, you will understand this balance coming in, okay? This prosperity that guides you. Now, you are crowned here with vampiric energy. The Four of Pentacles is like, I will hold on to what I can because I am drained. And that's what you're changing here. That's what you're moving away from. So your truth has to be your prosperous center, because your heart is based with the seeds that you are planting within your life, within your world. So let's see the people who are aiding you during this time. Who are the people who will aid Cancer? December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Cancer. Who are the people who will aid Cancer? December 1st to the 15th, 2020, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. So if here the Princess of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you have a strong Gemini presence right here. But this is somebody, they don't necessarily have to be air sign energies. The energy that is really aiding you during this time is of somebody who's highly inquisitive, who doesn't see things the same way everybody else does, who strives more, who cuts through the doubts and the fears, who asks the tough questions, who looks at things, but also views knowledge as a precious gift. And that's going to be something that very much aligns with you during this time. And then you have Scorpio energy once again coming through. You have this at your heart right here. This is somebody who sees the myriad shades of gray within the world. Think of it, okay, we like our world to be black and white, right? White page, black print, we can easily see exactly how we move forward. Within a picture, there's shading. That's what gives it depth and dimension. So here, when you see somebody who sees the shades of gray, they see the picture. They don't see the text. It's not like this is how it has to be. They see it as a living, it's like a living conduit for which to express and embrace themselves through. And they might not even know that they see it that way. But water sign energies, okay, are drawn to water sign energies. So Scorpio is a water sign energy. And Cancer, you're going to see this person as a person who asks questions, as a person who seeks deeper, as a person who isn't has like a wickedly dark sense of humor and isn't always on the status quo with everybody else. And so as you look at this, you're like, oh, and you have some sort of connection to them. It's like, oh, well, this is the way I'll be moving forward, or this is the thing that I miss seeing. And then you're like, oh, okay, I see. And as you see this, it moves you then to the Queen of Swords. Again, the air sign energy coming through. This is a younger air sign energy, or it can be a younger, energy person. Like, you know how some people are older, but they're really youthful at heart, and some people were just born old. So here, this can be the same exact thing, where you have this person who is astoundingly youthful, but has more years under their belt. And then you can have a person who is youthful in age, but, is kind of very set in their ways. Like, just seeing it like an old curmudgeon-y person, like, just like, no, this is how it is. And, I'm seeing a face of somebody I knew who's just like that. And he was young, and so here, just be mindful of that. But this is a person who sees the truth. They see their truth as they know it, and they live in their truth. And they cut through the doubts, the fears, the angers, the upsets, the apprehensions, and they move forward in their grace and in their power and in their purpose. And there is this air of haughtiness to them, where you might sit there and think, well, who the heck are you? But they're so in their element that when you see this, you're like, oh, Oh, I say, okay, I get it. That's who you are. You're this completely. And it's moving forward in the essence of their knowledge. And with this air sign energy and the seeing things more deeply. Now, the Four of Pentacles is the longing for stability. The four walls of a house, the stabilizing, the securing. And so the Four of Pentacles here is prosperity that moves you forward. It is a sense of looking at things and seeing where the vampiric energy is that has been draining you, that has been robbing you and stealing away the wealth that is supposed to come in, that is supposed to move you forward to the prosperity, to the bounty, to the brilliance that is your life, that is yourself. And you're calling it out. It's like, I don't want this drain anymore. I don't want this anger, this upset, this upheaval, this chaos anymore. And so you're looking at it and you're saying, I need my power. And that's as you claim this power. And you can see yourself saying, I need this power. Say it out loud. I need this power within me to move me forward. I cannot be drained by leeches anymore, and I don't want to. I'm not holding on to simply what I have because there's never going to be enough. You know that sense of, oh wow, I'm making it, so when am I going to fail? That comes in because life is hard and failure is real. And so here you're looking at things and you're like, I root myself. I build my foundation upon the prosperity that is innately mine. And I repel the vampiric energy, the vampires, the leeches, the energy that drains in your inner self. It's like, no, I get to have my power. And as you have your power, the tower comes in. And the tower is here, it's foundation. It's your foundational self being shaken. This is divinity saying, ready or not, here comes the change. And it's a change that you wouldn't do normally. It's a change that you wouldn't look at normally. And you look at it more openly, more honestly, and more purposefully. And it is something where you could be going through this change for 16 years or better. And it has been one thing after another, after another. And it has made you question what you once held as foundational truths. It has made you broaden your ideas, ideals, and what it is that you desire. Look at the world differently, more openly and honestly to who it is that you are becoming every single day. And there's a mourning sense here too, because the person you once were is not the person that you are. And the tower is that time where it's like, okay, listen, you can't put things back together through force. And sometimes a season in our lives, it's done. Whether we want to understand it or admit it or we agree with it or not. And the tower can be devastating. But it is also the truth that moves us forward. It is the change that divinity brings that says it is time. It is time to be more than what you ever expected to be. And you may mourn not being the person that you once were, but look at who you are now. Look at the strength within your soul, within yourself. Because divinity is saying here, I make no mistakes. I make no mistakes. There is only power here. And that's what you're moving forward in. And it brings you to being a student of your heart, your soul, and yourself. It brings you to looking for the playfulness again in life, the joy, the laughter, the play. It's also making you a student of how you want to move forward in your life, of what it is that you love, what it is that you value with all your heart and all your soul. It's opening up doors. You become a student of your heart within your inner self. You look at things and it's like, how do I emotionally feel? How do I personally feel? And you start to bring the justice in. You start to bring the balance back to the way that you need to move forward, to what it is that you truly desire. You are seeing things. And you're seeing things more truthfully, more openly, more honestly, more powerfully. And as you see this truth, you embrace this passion. As you see this balance, you sit there and you say, oh, I get it. Because justice, we think of justice. And again, it's the white page, black print, concept. It's like, this will be just, this is the letter of the law. And this is saying, be discerning. Bring the balance in. Don't sit there and be so worried that you are being, just to everybody else that you forget you. Be discerning to the energy that is around you. to the justice that you yourself are embracing, that moves you forward, that embraces your soul. Discernment, saying, I don't want this energy in my life. The energy of chaos and doubt and fear that comes through leeches and despair. I move forward because I see how far I've come. I see how much I've overcome. And I'm new. I'm so much more than I ever expected. And it brings you to the Queen of Pentacles. Now, I love that you are crowned with the Queen of Pentacles and you are rooted with the King of Pentacles. You are crowned in wealth and rooted in wealth. This is prosperity. This is abundance. This is bounty. This is so much more. And it's your heart calling to the earth. So during this time, Cancer, you're astoundingly sensual. Okay? During this time, you're embracing this very earthy, sensual, sacred mother, sacred, sacred feminine, sacred masculine energy that is moving you forward. It's like there's a power to you. You're looking at the seeds that you are planting. You're looking at what it is that you desire. You're looking at how it is that you want to move forward. And you're embracing that truth. You're embracing that power. You're embracing that prosperity. You're embracing you. And as you move forward in this bounty, you move forward in your glory. The Queen I see as somebody who works more behind the scenes. The King, the actor upon the stage. You're rooted in being seen. So people are most definitely taking note of you during this time. And it's so interesting that during this time it continues this pattern in the outside world, in the public arena. You are rooted in the sacred masculine, in the magician, in the King of Pentacles. It's like, this is my power. This is my prosperity. This is my determination. This is the grace and the scope of unbelievable. It's power, but it's more. It's like, this is the depth. This is the soul. This is the anchoring truth of me. And you are crowned with that anchoring truth. But it also crowns you with a being able to see behind the scenes of things. It's like it's not all, again, black and white. You're going to see such myriad shades of grays. It's going to add such beauty, such dimension, such depth to how it is that you are living your life, what it is that you are seeing, and what it is that you are embracing as truth. And so here, it says growth. You are embracing growing, evolving, becoming. You are looking at the seeds that you want to plant. And you're looking at how you have grown over time and where it is that you still want to be. And as you look at this growth, you have to have patience and faith. Because this is saying, yes, you can, kind of call everything and make it happen right now. But if you do not have patience, if you do not have faith with the way things move forward, and you say, no, it's not my time now, not yours. And there is a bit of a frustration here, most definitely, because you've been in the midst of this tornado, this hurricane, this, tower. And I always think of the tower like Humpty Dumpty. And the thing I love about Humpty Dumpty is that, first of all, they never say he was an egg. So if you look at it as a human being, and he shattered, right? And all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Force and rule and might did nothing because they didn't call in the healers. Because they didn't call in the people who knew and could see how a person breaks. And so here, it's having patience with the love that is coming back into your life, with the passion that is moving you forward, with the beauty that is surrounding you. The Seven of Pentacles is saying, yeah, you can take your blessings now, right? Take what you have, make everything happen, force and, just push your way forward. But it's going to be eating unripened fruit. You can smother it in sugar. It'll be okay. It'll be hard and it'll be chewy. It'll be sweet, but that sweetness comes from the sugar. But if you let the fruit ripen on its own, it becomes delicious, juicy, and oh so lovely. So here, have faith. Have faith in the divine. Have faith in the seeds that you are planting, the harvest that you will be reaping. The things are moving forward in a profound and brilliant way. And it moves you to the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. It moves you to transformation. The death card is scary. People look at it and go, oh my gosh. But every single morning we wake up, we are transformed from the person we were when we went to sleep. We wake up and we can be in a bad mood. We can be in a great mood. You can wake up being super happy. And then as the day goes on, you deteriorate, right? And it's kind of like you knew it in your mind when you woke up. It's like, oh, I should just stay in bed. It's so nice and happy here. But it's looking at things, and it's looking at how things constantly change. It's looking how you rise. It's looking at the great equalizer of life. And the fact that nothing is as it seems. And it's giving honor to this transformation, to this intensity of self, to this powerful truth. And it's rising. Rising in your grace, rising in your wisdom, seeing the world so much more complexly than others do, but also so much more complexly than you once had. And as you are reborn, you are reinstated into this place of powerful understanding, this place of powerful truth, this place of, this is who I am, and this is what I was made for. And it brings you to the King of Pentacles. It brings you, it says here, mentor, but it brings you to how you are nurturing your garden. You can have mentors around you. You can find mentors. But this is also learning from your sacred knowledge. This is going deeper. This is seeing, how are you supporting yourself? How are you moving yourself forward? How are you guiding you? People see you. People take note of you. During this time with your heart, you are seeing the connections between things that had once eluded you. Now you're like, oh, well, is that it? Oh, well, is that what I desire? Oh. And as you see this is empowerment. Because the High Priestess has you seeing beyond the veil. Seeing beyond what people want you to see. Seeing beyond the mask that everybody wears. Seeing deeper into the truth of your soul, of yourself, of your world, of what's important to you, of what you desire, of what you need, of where you're headed. And as the veil is lifted, it can become very overwhelming because it's not being contented with what is right here in the here and the now. What the lip service that everybody is saying. It's like, show me deeper. And that's what you're going to want. And it can be for a lot of you Cancers during this time. It's like, I'm expecting more from the people that are around me. You know, you have these expectations and you have this power that you are embracing yourself and you expect others to live up to it. And it can be disappointing. It can be. Because other people don't want to live a deep life. They like their superficial. They like their surface. They're fine right there. You want something deeper. You're diving deep into your truth, into your soul, into what it is that you desire. And you're seeing things more openly, more honestly, more in line with the prosperity that is flowing through your heart. And as you see this, you can be very discouraged. You can look at the world and get a bit sad. But there's love here that moves you forward. This is passion. This is passion for your existence, passion for what you love in life, what you want in life, for where it is that you want to be, for how it is that you want to move forward, for the beauty that guides you. This is falling in love. Now this could be, quite frankly, this could be falling in love. If you're in a relationship, you could be falling back in love with your partner or even deeper in love with your partner. If you're looking for love, you are aligning yourself. Now, because everything is weird in the world, it might not be that you're finding love exactly at this time, but you're aligning yourself with a greater passion, with a greater truth, with a greater brilliance that calls forward true love, that has you soaring to new heights. And as this love comes in and as this passion comes, you start to embrace happiness. I mean, I love it that, and it's intense, that your whole outer world, okay, your whole public arena is all major arcana, meaning it's not playing. You know, this is intense. This is more than you bargained for. This is spiritually intense. This is personally intense. And as you're in the public arena, there are times where you want to step back. Don't feel ashamed to step back, to connect with yourself. But you're going through a change within yourself, where you're looking at everything that you have been through, every hardship, every pain, every disappointment, every time you have felt drained and overwhelmed and insignificant. And you need to kind of embrace this sense of, what have I learned? And I know, believe me, I know you're going to sit there and be like, Dane, that's ridiculous, and that's a cop-out. But it's not. It's like there's something deeper here that brings forward a balance into your existence that has been missing. And as it brings forward this balance, it brings you to the sun, the happiest card in the whole entire deck. Happiness, joy, prosperity, success, brilliance, beauty, laughter. It's like this is what you were made for. And the thing is, during this time, not only do people see the love that radiates from you, they see the high priestess and the magician. So this soul connecting bond, okay, between either the person that you love, between the two sides of yourself, as you're moving forward. This is definitely between the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. But now they start to see the sun shining within you, this happiness, this joy, this success, this bounty, this brilliance, this prosperity. They're going to want to take you by eyes. Do not let them. Do not let their words of negativity ruin your power of glory. Do not let their anger define your truth. It is time to embrace the sun, and it is time to walk in it, because you have had enough. You've had enough of the darkness. You have had enough of the chaos, and it's time to embrace the depth and the knowledge that is you. And as you do this, you move forward in your magic, okay? You move forward in the mastery of the mysteries. You have the 4 elemental powers. Fire, you have passion, okay? You have passion, you have the fire that burns from within, okay? What warms us, the core of the earth. You know, the sun, the fire in front of a campfire, the fire that warms. You have the water that flows through your vein. You have a river within you, okay? The blood that courses through you. The water that quenches your thirst. The water that expresses emotions through tears. Then you have the earth that grounds you, okay? That nourishes you, that supports you. And then you have the mind, the sword, the weapon that forges you, that cuts through the obstacles, that moves you forward, that takes practice and skill to use well. You're looking at all of this. You're surrounded by spirit, okay? And you have this sacred connection to what is seen on the earthly plane, the 4 elemental powers, and what is seen spiritually in the sacredness of the soul. And you embrace this. Rooted during this time, remember, you walk with kings. You walk in power. Crowned, you're crowned by queens. And you are moving away from vampiric energy that you can never please. It will never be enough. And it embraces your love. It embraces your study, your ideas and ideals of the heart. You've been changed. You've been forged. You've come out stronger because of it. Let's go deeper. Cancer. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. And then let's see the people you need to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people that Cancer needs to be mindful of? December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. Who are the people that Cancer needs to be mindful of? December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. Who are the people that Cancer needs to be mindful of? December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Fantastic. We have here the Princess of Cups, water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, there we go. And this is going to be somebody you're very drawn to because, again, water sign energy is drawn to water sign energy. But this is somebody who, it's trauma and it's drama all the time. It's like it's one thing after another, after another, after another. They're draining and they're overwhelming. So just be mindful of this person who's just going to be a drama queen. Just seriously. It's always about them. It's always too much. It's like, oh my gosh. Then we have the Hermit. This is somebody who's astoundingly self-absorbed. They're only seeing their own world. It's always about their world. It's not about yours. And they'll ask questions like, oh, how are you doing? But they don't really care. And you know they don't really care. So just remember, with the positive and with the negative energy here, these do not have to be people that you know in real life. And these do not have to simply be water sign energies, Virgo energies. Here, they can be people who are really embracing this hermit idea and really just being so self-absorbed. It's not even being a hermit to better themselves. It is being a hermit because they've closed the door, they're done with everything, and they're only like living in their trauma drama. And then we have the Queen of Wands. This is somebody who likes to set things on fire. They like to gather up the information and watch the fire burn. This is somebody who is very interested in what they want and will burn the fields of other people who don't agree with them. So just be mindful of her. So we have the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Tower, again, in your inner self. The repeat of the number 6 is the most healing of the numbers, most caring and nurturing. We have the Knight of Cups, so now you are a knight of your heart. We have the Six of Cups, so now you have 6 3 times, which is, again, the most healing of the numbers. The Two of Cups, Minor Arcana Lovers card coming in. I love that your heart is now all water. Six of Pentacles. Again, you have the Sun, so that's brilliant. And now you are rooted in the Four of Pentacles, the prosperity that is being robbed from you. So really dealing and addressing this vampiric energy is going to be so important for you during this time. So we start off with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is needing to celebrate yourself after a time that has been so hard, after having the Tower and having things shaken up and this change coming in. Now this change can be, for some, astoundingly intense. It could have changed the whole direction of your life. For others, it was jarring, but it was like, oh, okay, now I'm on this path. So here, it's learning how to celebrate yourself. Because especially if the Tower time was traumatic for you, or has been and is traumatic for you, it's learning how to celebrate yourself. Instead of saying, oh, here I make another mistake again. I can't believe that I'm such a fool, and you rip into yourself. Because that's not being a good leader. And you need to lead you forward. It's kind of like having a really good boss, right? A really good boss builds you up, makes you feel like worth something. It's like special and cared about and, empowered. And a really bad boss makes you feel like garbage. Who are you going to work harder for? Who are you going to work harder for? And how are you going to be that boss within your life? How are you going to lead you? The Six of Swords. As you turn into your questions, okay, as you become a student, as you remember the joy, as you embrace your heart, you're taking all your knowledge, all your ideas, all your ideals, and you're moving forward. You're moving forward to where you need to be. Body, mind, spirit, and soul. You're moving forward, and yes, the waters are choppy, and yes, it's overwhelming, but it's necessary. And you're moving to a better place within you. And it brings you to the tower. You have to be discerning and have the balance, because the tower has changed everything. It has put you in the middle of this tornado. It has put you in the middle of this chaos. And it's like, okay, what the heck do I do now? And what you do is you look at what has changed. And you say, but I still stand. And I will be just, and I will be fair, and I will move forward in the balance and the brilliance of me. And it moves you then to being the knight of your heart. As you embrace your prosperity with the Queen of Pentacles, as you are patient with your prosperity with the Seven of Pentacles, you are defender of who you are. Because you are the Knight of Cups within the Minor Arcana. Within the Knights, this is you. You are a defender of what you love, a defender of sacred knowledge, a defender of scrying truth. You are a defender of the wisdom seen through the heart, of a way lived by the soul. And it moves you to the Six of Cups with the Death card. There's nostalgia here. And it's like, I want to be who I once was. Oh, sorry, it has me emotional. And the hardest thing in life is when we learn we can't walk backwards. We can't go back. We can't change what we want to change. We can't be who it is that we once were. Life has a way of taking hold. And here, it's the nostalgia. But it's also the negativity that was spoken over. The hurts, the pains that were set in a time where, you'd float paper boats down the stream. In a time where you were young. Or when you were so in love, you were vulnerable. And then the anger and the negativity and the hurt and the pain came in. And it broke you, as it breaks everyone. And we like to think that nobody's broken. Nobody's broken. We're all perfect, just the way we are. But if we really believed that, the world would be such a better place. We wouldn't have to be proving it to anybody, because it would already be a sacred truth. This is looking at things that can never be obtained again, things that were never true to begin with, that we took as truths over ourselves. And this is saying, I now move forward in the healing power of me, in the healing power of my angels, of my spirit guides, of divinity, of my faith and of my soul. And I move into this greatness. And as I do so, I become a king, a ruler of my world, because I heal, because I embrace love, I embrace healing, I embrace truth, and I am rooted in this healing truth. It brings you. You have all the sixes. Oh my goodness. It brings you to needing to balance the scales with the Six of Pentacles. Be mindful of the number 6 during this time. You will actually see things, and it sounds silly to say they'll happen in sixes, but they will. 6 is also the number of man. So here you are embracing the essence of you. It's kind of like, should I be more than what I was innately born to be? It's like we rise above our base self, right? Because if we indulge in our base selves, we're not really embracing a higher vibration. But as we embrace a higher vibration, we look at everything we can become, and everything we will ever be, and everything that we ever dream, and we strive, because that's what man does. We as human beings, we strive. We'll always push the bar out a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. We strive for our greatness. And here within the public arena, as you see beyond the veil, and as you embrace your love, you need things to be balanced. You need things to be honest. You need things to be truthful. You can't have people always taking and taking and taking and getting nothing in return. Life needs to become balanced. And you need to stand in that need for that balance. And then over the sun, you have the sun. A double blessing, double happiness. It's kind of like double rainbow, right? It's double brilliance. It's powerful and brilliant and profound truth. It's a blessing that radiates from you. Really seriously, beware people taking you by eyes during this time. Beware them, trying to knock you down and taking away your blessings and making you feel as if you're just not enough. The sun needs to radiate from you. You need to let it shine, to embrace your happiness, to embrace your success, to embrace your prosperity. Let it shine. Let nobody rob you of that brilliance, because they will try. As you embrace your magic, as you embrace that God's head within you, they will try to steal what is yours. And they have been trying for some time. The world takes away our blessings. And I know that sounds like a rather, nihilistic way of thinking. But as we are moving forward, and as we obtain our blessings, our joys, and our happiness, we look at things and we see people that remind us of other people. We see situations and we think they're judging us, or they're thising us, or they're thatting us. And it steals away our energy. It steals away our pride of self and our purpose of soul. And here, it's rising above. And it's saying, I hold to me what is sacredly mine. And it will not be robbed away. But I will not live in the shadows. I will not live in doubt and in fear that it may fall, that I may fall. Let's see what your spirit animal message has to say. Cancer. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. December 1st to the 15th, 2020 Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Here we have the butterfly. The transformation is beautiful. And we see that with the death card. The transformation that you are undergoing right next to the sun, within your heart, within the public arena. It is beautiful. It flies you to new heights. Has you feeling like a new person, or like you're heading in the right direction. It brings you then to the giraffe spirit. See the bigger picture. Don't get caught up in the minutia. We tend to. We tend to get caught up in the little things, and we forget to see the bigger picture around us. And then you have the mouse. I love the mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. We overlook the small things. We always think, especially in our world now, it's like the bigger, the better. But again, that's always been humans. Like the bigger, the better, the more ostentatious, the more, in your face, the more powerful you are. But it's the small things that make life worthwhile. It's the small things that bring forward the blessings. They say that you can tell if a relationship is going to stay together or not by the way they treat each other when nobody is looking. By the small things they do. You can tell by the small things how beautiful and powerful life can be. And so it's the small things here that matter. The big things are nice. But if love or respect can only be shown in grand gestures, then where's the depth of it? Where's the true beauty? Tend to the small things. The larger things may come. And you may never have those moments where the fireworks go off and all the neighbors see. But if you live in happiness, you radiate that sun, it doesn't need to be a burst of awe. It will be a lifetime. A lifetime of awe. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the pig spirit. Use your mind wisely and see yourself flying to new heights. Your subconscious person message is justice again. Balance is needed, cutting through the doubts, the fears, the negativity, being discerning with the energy that you let in. Your subconscious chakra message is listening. The throat chakra. We think the throat chakra is about talking, about communicating. But listening is such a pivotal part of that. Such an intrinsic part of the way that we connect. There's a theory that human beings developed the whites of their eyes so that we could see what our foe was looking at, so that we could see and understand the person we were talking to more clearly, more in-depthly, because the eyes show so much. And if the eyes are so important that it changed that evolutionary factor, look at the eyes of gorillas, look at the eyes of humans, they're quite different. We will see that the way you listen, the way you take in the information around you is profound. The way you listen to yourself, what you need, what you desire, how you are moving forward is profound. Listen. Listen to the world. Go more in depth. Go deeper, and see what comes forward. I believe that we as human beings need to start training ourselves on listening again. It seems to be a trait that we've lost. That deep, beautiful connection. If you want to start training yourself for listening, listen to books on tape. Listen to things. Books on tape are good because you can tell kind of when you're getting lost and you've missed half of the story. Listen. Build that skill because you will find that it's invaluable, Cancer. Your subconscious tarot message is strength, courage. Courage and your strength is not the brute force strength. It's not the courage that, everybody sees and everybody goes, oh, wow, that's courageous. It's the small little things. It's the strength through kindness. It's the courage of the soul to live your truth and to embrace your grace. And it redefines everything. And it empowers you in such a way that it takes your breath away. It really does. And it moves you to go deeper. To the Nine of Cups. There's a beauty around you. It's very easy for other people to see it. It's not going to be as easy for you to see it. But embrace this beauty. Embrace this thanksgiving. Embrace this blessing. And move forward in the depth of its love. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we shine as bright as the sun, as we embrace happiness in the depth of our souls, as we move forward in purpose, in grace, in power, and in truth, balancing the scales, and knowing that, yes, the tower has come. Things have fallen and will be rebuilt. And we may never be exactly as we once were, but never for a moment was anything wasted, or were we not divinely guided by divinity, protected by our angels, and empowered within our very souls to be so much more than we ever expected. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer.